Welcome back to my channel. This is the Jade Fox Advice Show. Stop. Stop. It's too much. As you all know, we are on quarantine right now. And it has forced us, as well as our loved ones, to stay inside. And what I want all of you to know is that I am inside of you right now. I'm here. I'm inside of you. You. I'm inside of you. You too, Brent. I'm inside of you as well. And before each show, I like to give some words of wisdom. Sometimes when you are in a situation, you need to stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourselves. First question. Getting into a queer scene in a new city? If you have any piece of advice on that, that would be great. Well, I am not gay. I cut my hair for economic reasons. Let people know that you're looking for ass. You will be amazed at so many things that will open up for you when you're in a new city and you're looking for queer people. I would say go to things that queer people go to, such as poetry tournaments, Will and Grace meetups, like a Timberland sale. Like there are multiple events that happen throughout the city that attract queer people, and so I suggest you go to those places. How to get motivated for people not driven by money. I need creative motivation like hell. Shrooms. Any other psychedelic, try an edible and eat the whole thing. I did that one time and I dapped up Jesus. Watch people that are making the things that you would like to make. For example, if you want to write a sketch and you're having some trouble, watch some sketches. Watch sketches written by people that you admire. I would also say oral. Opens my mind up. Next question. Sex tips. It's important to pay attention. Foreplay is also important. Listen to their moans. If they sound like then now you're doing the right thing. If it sounds like you may not be doing the right thing. I'd also suggest to go slow. Play around with different speeds. You can't just jackhammer it. And if you're doing oral, you can't just go in. You know, you're not eating pot stickers. You have to massage. You have to massage with your lips. You can't just go straight in. That's not correct. Also, I would say watch Insecure. Issa Raymond. Love that guy. How to pull off androgynous fashion for curvier women. My first bit of advice would be make sure that your garments fit. And I suggest you shop from the women's section because this is the thing. Most of us curvier women have hips. Some of us are shaped like rearview mirrors. And because of that, we need to wear garments that are made to fit curves. And unfortunately, men's clothes are not constructed in that way. So I would suggest you shop exclusively in the women's section if you're looking for clothes that are going to fit you in that way. But pay attention to the fit of things. The fit of things is very important. I have a Tommy Hilfiger blazer sport coat on right now. And as you can see, the shoulders are lining up just right. They're not all the way down here. They're not all the way up here. You know, I can lift my arm all the way up and it ends around my wrists. Pay attention to the way that things fit because that is what's really going to give you that androgynous look. You don't want things to just look like they're too big. You don't want things to just look like they're too loose or just not fitting you in the correct way. Your clothes should fit you like a Nicki Minaj lace front, not like a Tyler Perry lace front. And that's the best way that you're going to pull things off is when they just look good on you, and they look good on you if they fit in the perfect way. What to do while in quarantine? Sleep. Marijuana is a great pastime. Eating everything that is edible, that is close to you. watch home workouts, but don't actually do the workouts. Just watch them for entertainment value. To be honest, there's no right or wrong answer to this question. You can do whatever you want in quarantine. There's no right way to do quarantine. If you see people learning new recipes and, lifting armoires in their home workouts and, writing pilots for things, don't be intimidated. Those people are just running away from things, okay? They don't know how to face the fact that they are in quarantine. But you, a realized person, understands that time is not a concept right now. And you can do absolutely nothing, and that is okay. So there's no right or wrong answer. You can do whatever you want in quarantine. What are you doing to not go crazy during social distancing? I'm not going crazy at all. I quite like it. I don't know why the world hasn't been this way until just now. I love social distancing. I love it as concept. I love it. I feel like it's an art that I actually perfected. So I'm thriving, actually. My skin has cleared up. My pimples are gone. My hair is growing more. My eyesight got better. I got taller since social distancing. So I'm doing quite well, actually. I need major advice on dealing with coming out and being unapologetically me. What you should do is the next Pride you're able to go to, or a queer party where there are other like-minded individuals who also enjoy that good twat, I suggest you go up behind the nearest one and grab their waist and thrust it on to your vagina meat, like the front part, the bumper, and just freak it real hard, right? That is the best way to become unapologetically queer, is to just bump meats in a public setting. But seriously, there's no right or wrong way to come out. You do it when you want to, because there's also not a wrong or a right time to come out. You do it when you want to, how you want to. It can be formal. It can be very Housewives of Atlanta, and you can invite everyone to Turks and Caicos and have a conversation, and then somebody will throw a drink, and then that'll be that. And then you can rehash it at the reunion. Or you could do it in a very casual way through text. You could do it through a FaceTime. You could send an email, like a very nicely worded email. But yeah, you do it in whatever way you want. And the best part about coming out is you can also do it to whoever you want it to. If you don't want your entire family knowing, they don't have to. They can just figure it out on Instagram like everybody else, But yeah, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You don't have to do it to a certain amount of people. There's no correct words to say. You can give them your whole story and tell them all the very, intimate details of how you came to learn that you are gay or homosexual or whatever form of shade of gay that you are. And, yeah, whatever way is the most comfortable for you is the best way. But maybe not do it at, like a Bass Pro Shops on a camouflage uniform sale day. Maybe not do it there. How do I jerk off while still living at home with my parents? I'm a girl, by the way. Thank you for that clarification. You could just do it right in front of them, right in front of their salads, and just put a blanket over you and say that you're just trying to put your vagina lip back into the right part of the thong because it came out. You can tell people that you're changing your tampon. They won't ask questions. If you're using vibrators and things like that, make a smoothie as you're doing it. That way the sound is covered by carrot juices and protein powders. Or you can do my personal fave, which is to burn someone's house down and then tell them, hey, y'all, someone's house is burning down outside. And then they're going to go outside to go see the house burn down and call somebody because somebody might get hurt. But then you upstairs doing your thing, So that's an idea too. PSA for the thirsty folks still trying to meet up for drinks. Let them. I believe that Corona is a device used for a natural selection. And if they so choose to go out and get mojitos and they get the COVID, it is what it is. You ordered it, just like the mozzarella sticks. So take it, eat it, drink it, die. Next question. I love you! I love you too. How to help motivate an unmotivated partner and have better communication. First, you need to ask yourself, is my good communication worth communicating to this non-communication as communicator? Maybe what's best is for me to communicate in my good communication that I don't want to be with you no more. So I would first do that. If you feel that they are worth it, hold a gun to their head and say, you need to start communicating better with me. We're going to start watching TED Talks, and then we're going to have communications about them. And if I tell you that there's noodles in the bottom of the garbage disposal, and now the kitchen smells like orange chicken, then you need to communicate to me that you're going to clean it. Basically, give them no choice is what I'm saying. Or should I say, communicating. I'm on fire today, guys. Advice on how to deal with anxiety. Anxiety is a very real emotion, isn't it, everybody? Right? We've talked about this before, haven't we? Mental health is very important. I will say, to deal with anxiety, you must confront it. You have to look anxiety in the face and say, you're upsetting me and my homegirls. You have to look anxiety in the face and say, come outside, girl, we ain't gonna jump you. You have to confront the anxiety as if they slapped your baby sister in the back of the neck. That intensity, that compassion, that motivation needs to be there when you confront your own anxiety. And once you've confronted the anxiety, I suggest breathing. I suggest telling someone that you are close to, that you are feeling anxious, and maybe give them some ideas on things that they can do to help you in those moments, whether that be to reassure you of something, whether that be to give you a nice little hug. Physical touch is important. Maybe they need to go down on you. I don't know what your dynamic is with you and your parents, but I'd say you have to confront it. That was disgusting. I'm sorry. That was gross. I try to be out the box. It's brutal. I tried to do something different at it. Also, there are so many YouTubers who talk about anxiety, and I suggest you subscribe to them. I would also suggest maybe watching one who doesn't have millions of dollars, because usually they have access to things that you don't. So their advice is useless. But I suggest you watch some broke YouTubers. And if you're watching this, you're off to a great start. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you all for joining me in my live studio audience. Thank you so much. Be sure to tune in for more of the Jade Fox Brutal Advice Show, and I will see you very soon.